Hello, hockey fans. I'm Will Holland.
And I'm Eddie Davenport.
And we're here to bring you coverage of the Westfield Blue Devils versus Summit Hilltoppers hockey game here at Warren-Echo Park. Westfield's 5th game of the season. They're undefeated to start. They're 4-0. They're perfect. They've been really good. They played a couple tough games against Ridge and GL here at home. Ravi, what are some key parts of this game that the fans are going to have to watch for?
We saw a lot of positives last game. The physicality was up there. The forecheck was up. And they finished on their opportunities. It was a very well-played game, and I think if they continue it, they'll be 5-0. What do you think, Will?
Absolutely. I feel like Michael Marshall and Michael Wilson not only have been producing, points-wise, but they've been key players in the physical game, and the physical game has been the part that Westfield's really needed to gain energy and points in matches. They've been hot to start games in the first and the second period, but they've dropped off in the third period in some games. So that physicality, that layer, those big hits have really what given that extra boost to go over the edge in some games.
And I think one more thing we need to talk about is the electric line with Aiden Wilson, Alex Ebel, and Jackson Chikala. That line has been electric, producing many goals this season, and I think that's really a big part of this game.
Yeah, absolutely, Ravi. So we'll bring Pug is about to drop him. We're about to bring you coverage of the start of this game. We'll see you back in the studio. Welcome, hockey fans, to the Westfield Summit Hilltoppers 5th game of the season. Westfield starts out their season 4-0. I believe that's correct, Ravi, and we're ready to drop the puck here at Warren-Echo Park for another Westfield home game as they're undefeated to start the season. Looking for another win. Alex Ebel getting ready to take the puck drop. And we're underway here.
As they're running the third line from last game, the first line today.
Westfield won the draw back. Alex Ebel wins it. Aiden Wilson collects the puck at center. The Hilltoppers collect it and dump it back in. Rayburn starting, and the starting goalie in net for Westfield, as Westfield tries to dump it around in their own zone and successfully clear. They play catch a little bit, and they will eventually clear as Michael Wilson takes it out to center ice. Michael Wilson cutting in, gives it to his brother Aiden. Aiden cuts to the middle of the ice, dishes it back to McDonald, a bouncing shot. This went wide of the Hilltopper goal. As Westfield still maintains possession. Back to Michael Wilson at the top. A shot that gets through clean. Good kick save by the Summit goaltender, and a big hit from Alex Ebel. Wins Westfield the puck back as Ebel carries in the Hilltopper zone. Makes a move. Cuts in through the middle zone of the Hilltopper offensive zone as the Hilltoppers press and they clear it out the center. Westfield will reclaim it. John McDonald on the puck as he passes it over to Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson will turn and fire it to center ice as Chikala picks it up and plays it over to Alex Ebel. Alex Ebel plays catch to John McDonald, and Michael Wilson receives it and clears it out to center ice. Daniel Duffy now on the puck, skating through Hilltopper zone. Shot! Save by the Hilltopper goalie. Rebound. Duffy couldn't get there as the Hilltoppers try to clear, and they will. They reach the blue line, and they get it out. A 2-on-1 possibility here for the Hilltoppers. Pass across, shot deflected. Big save by Rayburn. A 2-on-1 chance for the Hilltoppers. Puck slides across, and Rayburn makes a big save. Puck around the Westfield net. Westfield tries to clear. They can't. Hilltoppers keep it in, and they finally do clear. Back out to center ice as the Hilltoppers regain possession. Number 8 on the puck for the Hilltoppers. Good chances for both teams here to start as the Hilltoppers try to take it out of their own zone, and they will. Big hit from Zach Park on the Hilltopper attacker as he goes to the bench. So the Hilltoppers will fire it and miss the goal. Westfield will reclaim the puck. The 2 minutes played here in the first period.
Long time without a whistle, Will.
Yeah, no whistles here to start. The Summit skates it through center. Cuts it and dumps it in on Raver. Raver sticks it away. Richards, on the puck for Westfield. Tries to dump it around and clear. He does it. A high shot. Clean. Raver sees it all the way, and he will freeze the puck with 12:41 left here in the first period. Rav, what have you seen here so far in the early moments of this first period?
I feel like they came out buzzing to start. Multiple chances. I know Duffy had a chance. Ebel had a chance, but I think they slowed down. They let up a 2-on-1. Just let in a nice hopper from the point. They got to clean it up, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing to start.
Defensive zone win for Westfield as Jonathan Gorski skates towards the puck. Westfield will clear, and Jonathan Gorski will get on the puck as Kevin Halloran skates in, but an icing called against Westfield, and it will go back into their defensive zone. So back to what you were saying, Ravi, a couple chances for each team here with 12:30 left in the period. Not, early, still a lot of time here left in the first period. What do you think some of the key factors in today's game are going to really decide who comes out with a W in this one?
It's really been the physicality has been the story of this all season. Westwood has big guys like Richards and Marshall who have been laying the body hard, making teams very annoyed to play with, and it really led to a win last game against GL, against their rivals. And I really think the physical part is going to be like the biggest part of the game because they've been capitalizing on their chances. Raber's been strong in goal. That's really the only question mark going into today.
Summit fired it into the Westfield bench, and a neutral zone faceoff is coming here, I believe, at center ice. Yes, it will. Alex Ebel will take the draw for Westfield. Aiden Wilson and Michael Wilson are out there. The two brothers and John McDonald, the defensive pairing with Michael Wilson as Summit wins the draw as they maintain possession in their own defensive zone. Plays it through center. Michael Wilson stops it there as Chikala kicks it in on the Summit goalie, and he'll play it out to center ice. Summit back on the puck. Summit try to exit their own zone, and they will. Dumps it in around to Raber. Raber plays it with the stick to Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson shoots it around the boards. Chikola being pressured. Summit fired it through the center of the ice. Nobody there. Aiden Wilson knifing it through center. He gets stick checked, and the Hilltoppers regain possession as they cut it through on a 2-on-2. The Westfield zone. A pass over to number 18. It couldn't get through. Westfield with a nice defensive play there as they look to break. They can't. Now they do. Summit gets the puck right back and fires it into his own player, and that'll be an offside call against Summit as the faceoff will come back outside the Westfield zone.
Really liking what I'm seeing so far from the Westfield defense. They're really shutting them down. They haven't really had such much sustained offense, but they've been locking it down on defense. And now they got their top line out in the last two games. Joey Tortorella actually scoring the game-winning goal, so maybe he can get something going here.
Yeah, Joey Tortorella getting that game winner late against GL. What an exciting game that was, Ravi. It was a pleasure to call that one with you for that first period as Westfield gets in around the Summit goal, loses the puck, and Summit looks to break again here. Exit off the boards only as far as Richards. Westfield cuts it back in. A chance here. Joey Tortorella gets tripped up. No call, and he bumps into the net, and then that gets dislodged. A good chance there for Westfield. Joey kind of lost possession there for a second. He was tripped and falling down, and he tried to get the backhand.
Really loving the creativity out of Tortorella there, going between the legs. You don't really see many players doing that, but when they pull it off, it's really nice. He got right by the defender, created a breakaway for himself. Unfortunately, he's tripped up, but now they have some pressure going on as there's a neutral zone faceoff.
Faceoff here right outside the Summit zone. Tortorella loses the faceoff. Summit wins it back. Gets caught up in the ref's skates as Michael Marshall takes it away, tries to pass across ice, and Summit takes it here. Number 12 for Summit cuts in. Michael Marshall plays good defense. He's double teamed. Summit will regain possession, try to dump it back in, but they can't. Westfield will dump it out the center, and Summit fires it immediately back in. Around Raber, Michael Marshall on the puck for Westfield. Battling for it in the corner. Michael Marshall still on the puck, goes around his own net again, and will retreat again to behind his own net. Waiting for help as he finally breaks it out. Looking for a stretch pass, gets deflected, but Duffy will get there. No call on the icing, so Westfield will have a good. Oh, as Duffy's tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty. Westfield's going to go on their first power play of the game with 10:21 here in the first period. Duffy creating some really chance out of nothing. He just beats the Summit defender in on the icing and wins the puck battle and gets tripped up. So Westfield's going to go to the power play here. This is a good moment to get ahead early for Westfield, as really both teams have just been going back and forth and really haven't had good chances, Rav.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this power play. They got the two players tied for team leader in goals, the Wilson brothers. They have the team leader in assists and Evil out there. And then they also have the very creative Jackson Chikala, who has had a very great start to the season as a sophomore, providing what I thought was the play of the game yesterday with that beautiful
absolutely.
Beautiful pass.
Westfield won that face-off back, and Evil couldn't control it and played a tough pass. Tried to slide it over to Michael Wilson and couldn't. As Westfield tries to break out here, and Summit takes it away. Summit had a semi-break there, and he got kind of tripped up, and no call. As Westfield looks to break on the power plays. They can't seem to get it out of their own end. Summit keeps up here with the good pressure, and they keep taking it away as a couple bad bounces have been going against Summit. As Summit cuts in here. A good shot that got blocked. This Westfield looks to break here on the power play with 1:19 left in this power play as Michael Wilson cuts in, goes into the far corner, goes around the Summit net, gets taken down, no call, and then he gets roughed up in the corner. Puck is stuck there as both teams are battling for it. Westfield comes away with it. And Summit will take it away and fire it in. Alex Evil gives chase, and Raber will give him a tap on his stick. And Alex Evil will retrieve behind his net as he waits for fresh units to come on here. 45 seconds left in this Westfield power play as they break it through center ice. Tortorella out there along with Lisnack and Zach Park. Zach Park cutting, moving around the Summit net, looking for options. Park is cycling. Park makes a move, comes to quarterback, tries to play pass, fails the first time, gets it on the second. Over to Michael Marshall. Marshall with the defender on him, skating around, makes a move, back to Park. Park over to McDonald. McDonald on the left wing, cuts inside, looking to go behind the net. Fires it on the goal line, gets blocked away, scramble for it. McDonald still with the puck, getting pressure behind the net. Puck is loose. Puck comes out to the top. Michael Marshall shoots, high deflection, saved by the goalie, rebound. They call for a high stick. A nice shot from Michael Marshall, gets tipped high. Goalie stood up, make a good save, and it was whistled down anyway, so it wouldn't have been a goal.
With 5 seconds remaining on this power play, I know the first minute and a half were a little rough, but they really got something going there. They had a nice shot on goal, tipped in front. Unfortunately, it was with a high stick, but a fantastic tip. And so it looks like the faceoff's going all the way down the Westwood's end because of that high stick.
Yeah, high stick. Westwood will have a defensive draw, and that'll pretty much kill the power play for them. Summit will return to even strength. Joey Torts will be on this faceoff for Westfield. Summit wins it back. Westfield easily reclaims that puck as time expires here on the power play. Duffy gives chase, and there will be an icing. Even though Duffy won the race, this is high school rules, so no NHL icing here. Westfield will have to take another defensive draw here, Ravi.
Yeah, power play's expired, so back to even strength. Really important here that they get it out because really Summit has the momentum after that good penalty kill, so you just got to get it out of the zone, gets unstarted.
Tortorella loses the draw. Summit wins it back. Summit behind the net on the goal line, takes a shot off the mask of Raber. Raber makes a tough save. Duffy now on the puck, skating through center ice. Westwood possibly has numbers. Duffy and Tortorella fighting for it as Summit reclaims the puck and chips it out the center, and Westwood will dump it back in. The Summit goalie misses the puck around the net, but number 8 will scoop it up here and look to break. Summit looking for the counterattack. Pushes it through center. Westfield meets him effectively. As Michael Wilson will dump it to Zach Park in center, and he'll get caught up with some Summit defenders and force him back. As Westfield looks to set up something here.
Westwood has deployed the Grady Calder, Connor Katika, Donovan Hickey line, which actually contributed to one of their goals yesterday.
Michael Wilson banks it off the boards all the way back to the Summit zone, and they'll play catch here. The Summit defender makes a move, goes behind it, retreats behind his own net. Now getting pressured here. Good pressure from the Westfield offense. Not letting Summit escape easily as Summit retreats again behind their own net. There's a nice poke check comes here from Grady Calder, and he, again, nice hip check there from him as he gives some pressure. And Westfield will get it back in center ice. Connor Katiga now on the puck. Gets pressured by a Summit attacker. Wins the puck back, but in a scrum, Donovan Hickey takes it away. Now he's pressured and almost taken off the puck, and he has to dump in and change as Westfield changes some lines. Some fresh legs on the ice for Westfield as they look to pressure. Aiden Wilson now on the puck, takes it away. Pass in front. Just missed the stick of Chikala as he was skating in front. Just went past him as Westfield looking for Richards on the far side. Doesn't reach him, and they'll go out of the zone and look to reset. Aiden Wilson now on the puck. Wilson looking for the pass cross ice, gets deflected into the far corner. Westfield comes away with it. The Summit player gets tripped up, and they'll skate it out to center ice. No call. 6:17 remaining here in the first period. 0-0 game. It's both teams. It's been a back and forth battle. No teams with the really good chances yet. A couple of sparks. A power play for Westfield, unsuccessful. The Summit looks to build something here as they keep it in the Westfield zone. Down low. Pass centered in front. The outstretched stick of the Summit attacker just missing. Good defense there from Westfield as Summit's offside and they'll have to tag up. Simon Thompson, now on the puck for Westfield as he plays it across to Joey Tortorella. Richards on the puck now. He's pressured back into his own zone as he plays it over to Aiden Wilson, Summit takes it away here with a chance. A shot goes wide in the net. Good chance there for Summit. Kind of out of nothing. They take it away in the Westfield defensive zone and create a quick chance there. That's probably the best look of the game that they've had as they dump it back in, and Simon Thompson will have to reclaim it behind the Westfield net as he plays it around. Westfield through center ice. Lisnack gets pressured before he enters the Summit zone. Summit reclaims it, now entering the Westfield zone. Good defensive play there from John McDonald as he sticks that away. Summit still has the puck. Shot blocked. Lisnock will get there and chip it out to center ice. Summit keeping the pressure up here. Westfield's kind of unable to get it any farther than center ice as Lisnock gives chase and pressures number 8 on Summit as he forces him to lose the puck and tries to lay it off for Jonathan Gorski, but Gorski misses it. As a big hit there from Kevin Halloran, and Kevin Halloran keeps it in the zone, and a chance here for Westfield. It's broken up. A nice defensive play by number 17 on Summit as Summit looks to go the other way with numbers as they'll just chip it in and change.
Real chippy game so far. No one's really getting anything going. Each team battling just even getting the other team's zone.
Not a lot of stoppages here with 4:20 left in the first period. Westfield now on the puck. Kevin Halloran missed it. Summit will just dump it back in. Puck goes by Raber into the corner. Westfield giving chase. Both teams battling for it. Westfield comes away. Michael Wilson plays Kevin Halloran, and Kevin Halloran gets bumped to the ice as he'll lose the puck and Summit will regain it. Trying to enter the Westfield zone, but Michael Wilson says no. He makes a nice move. Cuts around a Summit defender. Summit looks like they almost got caught with too many men on the ice there, and they just evaded it as they'll reclaim it in their own zone and look to set up. Westfield almost took the puck away in Summit zone. A big hit there from Joey Richards on a Summit player changing, or almost changing. Avoiding a big hit there was McDonald, but he lost the puck centering. Oh, just missed him, and then he gets tripped up. Summit player tripped up after a good chance in front. A couple of bad giveaways by Westfield, almost creating great H scoring chances for Summit, but some good, nice recoveries. A shot is blocked here by Daniel Duffy on the top, and he tries to make a silky pass behind the back, but unsuccessfully. Can't reach his teammate, and the puck will go out of play for another stoppage.
Westfield's really got to simplify their game here. They're trying to get too fancy on these breakout passes. It's causing multiple failed exits of the zone with 3:10 remaining, and it's just resulting in they haven't been able to get any sustained pressure in the offensive zone.
Yeah, I dare say this is the worst start that I've seen from Westfield, and it's not even that bad of a start. They just haven't really found anything going. They've had so many great first periods, Rev.
Yeah, this team's just been so good to start, and I feel like to bring the face off to the defensive zone, I really feel like they got to simplify the game here, and I really feel like this is the line to do it. This is the line that's been getting all their offense going.
The Summit wins the draw back, and they'll just dump it around. Richards on the puck. He'll try to knife it out. Now Ebel battling for it, and he'll send it back around to Richards, and Richards tries to play it up to Chicola, and Chicola didn't reach Chicola, but Westfield now breaks out here. As Westfield gets whistled for offsides as Ebel entered the zone a little too early there. A little too late there, excuse me. 2:50 left here in the first period. Not much action between both teams as the faceoff will come out outside the Summit zone. Not too many shots. Westfield giving Summit a couple almost grade A chances as they've given away the puck twice, leading Summit to have possible 2-on-0s, and Westfield was able to get back and recover as Westfield bats down a puck in the Summit defensive zone as a Westfield player gets tripped up, and that'll be another penalty against Summit as Chicola was tripped up in the Summit defensive zone, and Westfield will go back to the power play as it looks like number 17 on Summit is going to the penalty box for tripping. So Westfield will have a power play with 30 seconds remaining here, or at least until 30 seconds remaining here in the first period. So this is another good chance for them to go ahead.
Honestly, I'm really liking what Chicola is bringing to this team. He has passing, the creativity, and speed, and all of that combined really helped them draw that penalty there.
So Westfield now on the power play. Let's see if they change it up here. That first one didn't get anything really going as Aiden Wilson's now at the top of the setup here for Westfield as he plays it over to his brother Michael. Michael back to Aiden. Aiden walks the line, shoots, high shot. Nobody really standing in front. Goalie saw it all the way, just rose up high above the goalie and hit the glass, and Westfield will have to retreat and start all over. Aiden Wilson getting pressured. He'll drop it off for Richards, and Richards will cut it through center, and he dangles around 2 Summit defenders, and Richards now in, shoots, scores!
2 late power play goals in back-to-back games to open up the scoring for the team. Fantastic shot there.
What a move from Richards. He goes coast to coast, cuts and beats 2 Summit defenders in center ice, and fires off of a screen far side, and the goalie just didn't see it. Beats him clean, and Westfield goes up 1-0 with a power play goal from Richards. Nice shot there
to see the IQ there from Richards. He sees the defender screening the goaltender. He obviously couldn't see him, so he lets the shot go and just beats him just under the blocker.
And number 17 for Summit, who took that penalty, is the captain, so he's got to own up to that in the locker room and hopefully, rejuvenate his boys here, because besides, this goal that just happened on the power play, really nothing's been going for either teams except a couple bad giveaways as Westfield comes back in a shot high, goes over the Summit net, hits the glass, and Summit looks to build out here, but the puck gets poked away and Westfield will claim it in their defensive zone as Gorski's now on the puck. Gorski cuts in, gets pressured, gets bodied, gets tripped up a little bit, but he gets back up and tries to fight as he pokes it into the center lane, and it'll get shot down by the Summit defense, and an icing against Summit as it comes into the offensive zone for Westfield, as both teams will change here. With a minute 30 left in the first period, Westfield up 1-0 from a power play goal by Richards.
That's the second goal in back-to-back games, third of the season. He's been one of the best players on the team.
Absolutely.
As a defenseman, he's blocking shots. He was getting in Silverman's face yesterday. They didn't even let him get anything going. He's been one of the most valuable players of this team.
Summit wins the draw back, and they'll skate it around their own net. Number 2's on the puck for Summit, looking to break out here. Dangles around two Westfield defenders, and he'll cut it into the Westfield zone. Passes, tries to center the puck, and nothing doing there. Zach Park now pressuring. As Joey Tortorella takes it away, and he'll enter the Summit zone as he rips a shot that gets blocked away. Daniel Duffy tries to follow the rebound, but just sticked away there by the Summit defense. Duffy takes it away again, shoots. Rebound, kicked out, no follow-up from Westfield, and Summit will dump it out center ice and into the Westfield zone as Michael Wilson will have to claim it here for Westfield to go again with 51 seconds ticking down here in the first period.
Although this line hasn't really produced much this season, they're really getting the energy up. They're the team's top line, so they go against the other team's top lines. And they're really just providing energy and great defense to allow the team to do so much better.
As Summit chips it into the Westfield zone, it's a centering pass. Summit's tried a couple of those that haven't really found anything going in this first period as 25 seconds continue to wind down here as Summit looks to break out one more time. Pass gets broken up in the center. Good defense from Westfield. Chicola laying the body there on Summit D as the Summit D will ricochet it off the wall and into the Westfield zone with 10 seconds left. John McDonald will wind it around Raber as he gets pressured. 5 seconds to go. And they'll put it into center, and that'll do it for the first period as Westfield takes a 1-0 lead into break off of a power play goal from Richards. Good play from both goalies to start. Really not much going from either team. As Richards with a coast-to-coast play, nice cut in, and shoots it off of a screen and beats the goalie clean for the 1-0 Westfield lead.
Real important that you come out of these periods with the lead. It was going back and forth. Neither team really had many chances, but they capitalized on their one really good chance this game.
So we'll go into break here, and we'll bring you back coverage of the start of the second period. We're back here for the start of the second period. Westfield leading 1-0 off of a power play goal from Richards at the end of the period. Westfield 1 for 2 on the power play. Summit yet to have a power play in this game. Westfield's played a clean game so far, laid a couple decent hits. Ravi, what do you think is going to be a key part of moving into the second period?
I think as you're talking about, staying out of the box, playing a clean game. Last game it killed them. I believe they got up 2 power play goals against, and the other one was just as it expired. Penalty has been a tough part of the game, and I think the biggest solution to that is just stay out of the box.
Absolutely, Ravi. Summit has done a good job pressuring Westfield in their own in the Westfield defensive zone, creating a couple good chances, just unable to really connect passes, and that's really been the story of the game for Summit. They've had a couple good looks and just unable to complete those cross-ice passes, really not finding anybody on the other side. So we'll see if they can complete a couple of those there, and that'll be a danger zone for Westfield as we get ready to drop the puck. Alex Ebel looking to take the face-off to start the second period. As we're underway, Westfield wins the draw back. Alex Ebel out on the ice along with Michael Wilson and John McDonald as your defensive pairing. Chicola, Ebel, and Aiden Wilson is your forwards. As Westfield will get called for offside against Summit here as the faceoff will come outside of the Westfield zone to start this second period. Ravers look sharp. not had to do much, made a couple good saves. Summit's been threatening him, but again, he hasn't had to do much yet because now Summit hasn't connected on too much.
Westfield's really been locking it down in front of him. In the first period, there was countless slot passes that just were tipped away or just went off wide just because of the long sticks from Westfield.
Summit pressures in deep as it goes around behind Raber. Michael Wilson gives chase and he'll dump it back around. Summit were claiming to give it back to Michael Wilson as Westfield looks to break, and they will. Alex Evil skating through center, gives it over to John McDonald. John McDonald squares, shoots, fires, goes high and wide over the Summit goalie. Michael Wilson dumps it back in around the Summit net, and the goalie will have to stop it there for the defender. Summit looking to break. They will. They have speed and numbers if they hurry. Summit breaking in. Shot deflects off of Michael Marshall into the corner. And Westfield's going to clear it out here through center into the Summit defensive zone, excuse me. Westfield still in the puck here. Tries to stuff it in. Unable to. Good turn away from the goalie. Summit will ice the puck, and Westfield will get an offensive draw here.
Loving that shift there from Westfield. They brought it in deep. Jacola came out loose with the puck, tried tipping it in. 5-hole. Didn't go in, but sets him up with a nice offensive zone face-off. As now they actually made a nice little line change here. They got Gorski, Tortorella, and Duffy, a line that they ran in the preseason game.
Summit wins the draw. Takes it around their own back of their net, and Westfield takes it away as Tortorella on the puck, cutting through center, shoots. And a clear, easy save for the Summit goalkeeper. Nobody screening in front of that. That was an easy one.
Tortorella loves cutting through the center ice and taking a rip from the slide. He scored the go-ahead goal yesterday, and he just attempted doing the same thing right now.
13:41 remaining here in the second period. Just getting underway here. Westfield with a 1-0 lead off of a power play goal from Richards. As Westfield maintains possession in the offensive zone. Back to the point. Shot deflected just wide. Good chance there. Shot from Michael Marshall. Got deflected wide as Westfield maintains possession. A pass. Carsey scores! Joey Tortorella on the far side as a pass got through. And he beats the Summit goalie for a 2-0 Westfield lead here in the second period.
Tortorella's hot. That's his second goal in 2 games. But it goes without saying, a beautiful pass from Richards for a second point of the game. Cuts through the defense, setting a wide open cross crease right there.
Yeah, a beautiful pass from Richards. Finds Tortorella wide open on the far side. Goalie has to react. He moves across, but it just creates that opening for Tortorella to fire it through, and he finds the back of the net. 2-0 Westfield with 13:20 remaining here in the second period.
So I'd like to note that the coach has gone through the line blender. There's been multiple new lines. We saw the Gorski, Tortorella, Duffy line, which has contributed to a goal. And now we see Kotiga, Halloran, and Lisnock.
As John McDonald will chase behind his own net. Pressured by 2 Summit defenders. A Westfield defender fell down there. Westfield forward, Kevin Halloran, fell down there along the boards as he was getting the puck past to him. As Lisnock unable to corral it, and Summit will keep it in the zone behind Raber. Into the corner. Westfield trying to take it away. They can't. Summit still pressuring. Still battling for it in the corner. Westfield coming away with it. Not out. 3 at the top for Summit. Tries to dump it around. Can't. Now he does. As Summit will get pressured here. Thompson on the defensive pairing here for Westfield, along with McDonald. As Westfield does clear the ice, they clear the zone, and Summit will change as they re-enter the Westfield zone. Summit back to the top. At the top of the point, lets one fly, deflected. High riser goes behind the net. Summit there, pass in front, loose, gets blocked. Summit still on the puck. Now Simon Thompson will take the puck away here, but Summit's got a 2-on-1 rush here. Shot, good save by Raber. Rebound, scores! A shot that Raber let the rebound come out. A quick 2-on-1, a give and go, and finds the back of the net as Summit responds quickly after that Tortorella goal.
Unfortunate play there. Raber made the initial save. Puck came loose to a wide open Hilltopper, and he had no problem shoveling that one in.
Yeah, a rebound that just bounced right back out. Found a good pass, give and go. A good following the shot, a good give and go right in front. A wide open net for the Hilltoppers, and then make it a 2-1 game with 11:58 left here in the second period. As Westfield wins the ensuing draw, Alex Ebel taking that for Westfield as they'll dump it into the Summit zone. The Hilltoppers now on the puck. As the defensive pairing will play catch, and he'll go around his own net. Summit trying to clear. Westfield takes it away. Westfield trying to respond now after the Summit goal. Good response from Summit. Now let's see what Westfield could do. Big hit along the boards by Summit on Chicola. Chicola now pressuring the puck. Chicola working along with Aiden Wilson. Chicola takes it away, walks the line, goes behind the net. Oh, tries to wrap it around, just misses. What a play from Chicola. Chicola steals the puck, walks the line, makes a move, and cuts it around. He was just there. Nice pad save from the Summit goalie.
Speed's really creating chances there. Yet another fantastic play from Chicola.
Westfield with the ensuing offensive draw. With 11:58 remaining here in the second period, they have a 2-1 lead. Just coming off a Hilltopper goal. A shot goes wide. Pressure by Chicola. Summit clears, and they have a half break here. Richardson coming back, a weak shot from high off the top of the zone, goes wide. The Summit looks to keep it in, and they will for a moment as Alex Ebel takes it away quickly. And he will clear the zone as Chicola pressures. Aiden Wilson pressuring the Hilltoppers, and the Hilltoppers will chip it in, but a penalty coming up here against Westfield. As the Hilltoppers will go on the power play after responding with a goal to cut the lead in half, and now they have a chance to tie the game on the power plays. Alex Ebel goes to the box. So we'll wait the call here from the referee. Cross-checking?
I thought it was interference, but...
Interference? Looks like an interference call against Alex Ebel, so the Hilltoppers will go on a power play for 2 minutes. Westfield looks to kill their first penalty of the game. They've been good on the power penalty kill as of late, as they take the puck after the ensuing draw and dump it in. Good start to the penalty kill for them. Is a good battle, Tortorella almost taking away from the goalie. A scary chance there for the Hilltoppers as they look to build out on this power play, and they will. Number 10, knifes it through center, dumps it into the Westfield zone, lays a big hit on Kevin Halloran as the Hilltoppers look to set up here behind the Westfield net, back to the top. Hilltoppers look to set up. They walk the line over to the right side. Shot deflected wide. Good block there from the Westfield defense, but the Summit keeps it in. Down low. Summit around the goal. Nice pass, shoots. Oh, just off the side netting. Wide open net there for him to shoot at. Raber had no idea where the puck was. Fortunate there for the Blue Devils as they dump it back in to the Summit zone with 1:07 left in the power play. Summit quickly back up ice. They look to get it going again here after that missed chance. Big hit there from Westfield. Summit looking for a penalty. They're not going to get it. Oh, they are going to get it. Westfield's going to go on a 5-on.
I believe that was icing.
Oh, an icing?
Wait, actually, no injury timeout, I'm sorry.
We don't know what the call is on this here. Referee had his hand up, but there was also an icing possible call on the play.
Possible
Summit player was down in the ice after that hit, a crushing hit from a Westfield player on a Summit player as he's struggling to get up here. Summit trainer's going to have to come off the bench. You hate to see this. We'll wait the call. Westfield's already on a man down. As the trainers go over to this player, we hope he's all right. 10:23 left here in the second period. Westfield up 2-1. All the players now tapping their sticks on the bench for support of this injured Summit player as he makes his way back to the bench. He looks to be all right, at least he's skating by himself. So we'll wait the call here from the referee, see if Westfield's going to go 2 down.
They are going to go 2 down.
2 minutes. It looks like there's going to be another man in the box here for Westfield.
5-on-3s killed the team last game. Could possibly do it again.
They had a 5-on-3 that they had to kill last game, Ravi. You're right. So Westfield's going to go 2 down. We're going to wait to see who has to go off.
Michael Marshall.
Looks like it's going to be Marsh. Marsh is going to go off here for Westfield. They're going to have to kill a 5-on-3 for 54 seconds, and then it'll go on to a 5-on-4 for 1 minute and 6 seconds with 10:23 left here in the second period. Big moment here for Summit as they look to tie the game, possibly take the lead if they could get 2 goals quickly. So we'll see how Westfield and Summit both respond coming off of these unfolding events here.
As I was saying at the beginning of the period, penalty kill was killing them to start the game last game, and they had to keep it clean. But now 5-on-3 right here. And I believe they even could go down after this.
Absolutely, Ravi. As Westfield wins the ensuing draw, and they're going to dump it around. Only reaching the blue line, they can't get it out. Hilltoppers look to set up quick. A pass to the left side, over to the right. Looking for a lane to shoot, walks in. Cross ice again, Raber slides over. Good coverage there, back to the top. Slides it over. No shot still from they keep encroaching into good clearance from Westfield as the Hilltoppers fumbled the puck there. They were able to get a quick clearance. 30 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Summit will have to reset here. Possibly only chance for one more zone entry here. 20 seconds now. Number 10 cuts in, shoots just wide of the net. Summit will set up here with 15 seconds left, looking for a lane. Westfield trying to hold on here. Tortorella commanding the defense. The puck goes over to the right side. Good coverage there from Michael Wilson as the puck goes around Raber. Into the far corner, back around. 1 second, 5-on-3 is over. Westfield back and shoots. Good save by Raber as the puck came out in front. Raber made a good save off of a quick shot. He smothers it. As the 5-on-3 is over, and Westfield will now have to kill off a 5-on-4 with a minute and 2 seconds left on this power play for Summit.
Huge kill right here. If they're able to kill it, keep the lead. They have the momentum. They can bring it back and they possibly score.
Absolutely, Ravi. Big kill here for Westfield. They've done a good job here so far, really pressuring Summit, not giving them too much. They're not giving them too little, letting them come on in and then pressuring them as they get too close. As Summit wins this draw, back to the point. Summit trying to find the equalizer. Over to the right wing. Walking the line with it. The captain, number 17, shoots. High riser deflected, goes over Raber. And around the board, Summit will reclaim it with 44 seconds left on this power play. Westfield trying to clear. They can't. Goes around, back around Raber into the far wall. Summit will take it out of the corner. They'll set up again. Number 2 walks to the left side, shoots, deflected. Doesn't reach the net. Into the Westfield corner. Back to number 2. Doesn't reach him. Westfield tries to chip it out for a fast break. They can't. It goes over to the other corner in the Westfield zone as Summit will chip it back in. 22 seconds here on the power play. Pass goes across. Good pass there from the Summit winger over to his buddy on the other side. Didn't release the shot quick enough, and that might do it here for the Summit power plays. They're entering, but number 2 makes a nice move, cuts in on the right side, skates back, and pass goes across, doesn't reach his compadre as the power play's over. Westfield has killed both penalties. No goals here for Summit, and they can't find the equalizer as Westfield presses the issues they try to enter here. They haven't had it much in the Summit zone in a while because of these penalties, and now they look to set up. John McDonald fires one, deflected, doesn't reach the net. Summit looks to break, and they will exit the zone, but only as far as Richards at center ice as a puck is bouncing in on the Summit keeper, and he'll play with 8 minutes left here in the second period. Summit will clear all the way down, and that looks like it's going to be an icing against Summit, so Westfield will have an ensuing offensive draw.
That's a huge stop there because Summit's power play guys are most likely on the ice still there. They can't get a change. It's been a long shift. Westfield can get fresh legs, and we're not on the penalty kill there. And it's exactly what they're doing. They're getting the first line out there. Duffy, Tortorella, and Gorski, which has already contributed to a goal tonight.
Absolutely, Ravi. Duffy, McDonald, Wilson, Gorski, and Tortorella out there for Westfield as Westfield keeps it in over to Gorski on the left side. Tries to find Tortorella. Gorski slips, but the puck stays in. Good keeping by Michael Wilson will fire back in. Tortorella will give chase around the net. Tortorella being pressured. Tries to dump it around. Gorski will find it. Looking for Duffy. Gorski finds Duffy. Duffy finds McDonald. McDonald fires. Deflected on net. Oh, bouncing puck that gets through to the goalie. Just not enough velocity on it, and nobody could find the rebound. There's 7:20 left here in the second as the pass cuts through center ice, trying to find Gorski on the cut in. Michael Wilson, good pressure. Michael Wilson takes it away, gets tripped up, no call. Maybe there could have been a little bit of a tripping call there as Michael Wilson looked like he was going to go and try to start a fast break for Westfield as Summit brings it up through center ice as they dump it into the Westfield zone. They'll get some changes here as Westfield tries to play defense. Good job by the Summit attacker to keep it in there, but Westfield breaks here. John McDonald cutting in, getting pressured. Just dumps it around. Summit will claim the puck behind their net as they look to break out here, and they will with speed. Number 10, knifing through center. Gets pressured away by Gorski. Good job by Gorski and Wilson to call that as an offside or an icing is called. I didn't really tell. It looks like it's an offside against Summit. So Face-off will come out here outside the Westfield zone.
I really just want to mention how good that Gorski, Tortorella, Duffy line has been. They scored a goal. They've had two, actually maybe even three incredible shifts in the offensive zone. I think that's a line the coach definitely goes to for the remainder of this game and probably even next game.
Yeah, absolutely. As Westfield will take it into the Summit zone. And a puck fired on net and smothered by the Summit goalkeeper, so we'll have an offensive draw here for Westfield coming with 6:42 left. In the second period, Westfield leading 2-1 with a recent goal coming from Summit to cut the lead in half. Goals before that scored by Tortorella and Richards. Richards on the power play, so puck is fired high and hits the netting, so we'll have a restart here again within the Summit zone.
Looks like Donovan Hickey got promoted up a line as he's now alongside Lisnock and Kevin Halloran.
That's right, John McDonald. And Michael Marshall is your defensive pairing on the ice right now. Summit looks to break. Hits Marshall's skate. Summit's able to break here, possibly with numbers. And the Summit player gets tripped up, no call. Westfield do clear the zone. Lisnock on the puck, chips it around the board to the possible 2-on-1 here. Richard just couldn't get it around the Summit defender. Good play by him as the puck almost goes all the way down into the Westfield zone, but Marshall is able to reclaim that there with 5:51 left in the second period. Westfield working it around the boards, trying to get it out. Summit pressuring. Westfield unable to clear him. Summit will push it back in deep. It's Westfield back on the puck, and they'll get pressured as the puck goes to the center. Number 6 will fire it on net. Goes wide. Summit still on the offensive numbers. Puck goes around Raber back to the top. Summit setting up something here. Shot didn't reach Raber, got deflected and batted down by the Westfield defense. As they'll look to clear, and they will. Lisnock, puck just outstretched of him. Richards now the puck skating through center. He'll enter the Summit zone and he'll get pressured. Good play here by Richards. Richards carrying in around the Summit zone. 5:05 left here in the second period. Pressured in by Westfield. Keeps it in the zone. Just escapes. Aiden Wilson's going to have to retreat back to center ice. As a Summit attacker, good play by him. Number 13 cuts in, shoots. Good glove save by Raber.
Huge save right there.
As Summit really creating chances out of thin air. Westfield just giving away bad mistakes and leading the Summit chances.
Can't be lazy on the breakouts. Made a soft pass, player intercepted it, and it really just led to a chance that shouldn't have happened.
Westfield wins the ensuing draw. Around the boards, Michael Wilson on the puck. Makes a nice move to beat the Summit attackers. He looks to clear. Looks for his brother Aiden, and Aiden will let it go up to Alex Ebel. Alex Ebel into the Summit zone. Cutting around the Summit net. Finds his brother top. Michael Wilson with a slapper. Didn't really get off the ice, but it was high velocity and reached the net. As Summit looks to break in on a 3-on-1, possibly if they hurry. Onside. Good defensive play there from Aiden Wilson as Westfield will carry back through center ice and a possible 2-on-1 here. Chicola cuts in, shoots. Tries to go 5-hole. As the goalie makes a nice save and no cover.
Absolutely fearless play there by Chicola, going through the player's stick, getting around him, almost getting a 5-hole. The goalie just beat him to it.
Nice save there from the Summit goalie as Chicola made a nice move and cut it in and released a nice shot that almost beat him 5-hole. Westfield has an offensive draw here with 4:10 left here in the second period with a 2-1 lead over Summit. Goals coming from Richards in the first period at the very end on a power play, and Tortorella in the second to make it a 2-0 game. And then Summit cut in their lead in half as Summit breaks in here and shot. Good save by Raber. Summit's still in. They'll dump it around. Michael Wilson on the puck. He looks to escape here through Duffy. Duffy brings it to the point. And the Hilltoppers stop it there and release a fast shot that get on Raber just wide. As Westfield looks to clear, and they will back out to center ice. Hilltoppers have it in center ice, and they'll clear back in on Raber. Raber will touch it over to McDonald. McDonald will play ring around the rosy with the Summit attacker and try to look out and look and break it here. McDonald. A 4-on-3 here for Westfield if they hurry. Breaking in is Tortorella. Tortorella drops it over to Gorski. Doesn't reach. Now Duffy in on it. Duffy around the Summit goal. Getting pressured. Tries to make a move. Cuts in. Gets tripped up. No call. Summit looks to break here, and they will. stretch trespass attempt for Summit. Doesn't reach. Good play there by McDonald and Wilson. No icing called here against Westfield as they'll change. Michael Marshall back on the ice along with Chicola. Chicola pressuring now. Summit looks to clear and they don't. That's still an onside play. Alex Ebel, good keep in over to Chicola. Chicola shot, good save. Rebound comes out as Michael Marshall lets one rip. Oh, just goes over. Oh, Summit players tripped up on a fast break, and that's got to be a penalty against Westfield, and they'll go back on the PK the third time tonight. They've killed both penalties, and they're going to have to kill another one tonight.
Tough play there. You had a fantastic shift there, almost scoring. Puck comes out of the zone, and really accidental contact there. Of course, you're going to have to call the penalty. But Richards goes into the box, who's actually a key penalty killer for Westfield, so it should be interesting.
Summit will have a power play for pretty much the rest of the period if they go all the way, if Westfield is able to kill it all the way through. So good chance here to tie the game for Summit as Westfield wins the draw and shoots it all the way down immediately into the Summit zone as the Summit goalkeeper comes out and plays it. Summit in, shoots, high shot, blockered away by Raber. Puck skirts out, not as far as the line as the Summit will keep it in. Michael Wilson working on two Summit attackers, trying to clear, and they'll only get as far as the blue line as the captain walks in, shoots, gets through Raber, shot, oh, just wide. Raber makes a good save, puck rebounded. Oh, a good tip there from Aiden Wilson as he gets on in, and the Summit goal is going to have to play it, and Aiden Wilson takes it. A chance here for Westfield, short-handed, shot, scores! Alex Ebel, short-handed. What a play there from Aiden Wilson and Alex Ebel, short-handed. Aiden Wilson, Aiden Wilson blocks the pass out from the Summit goalkeeper, and Alex Ebel's waiting in the slot, and he beats him 5-hole, make it a 3-1 game.
Relentless play there by Wilson. He tips the pass on middle, doesn't give up then. He goes after it, he gets it, beautiful centering pass to Ebel, and Ebel makes no mistake tucking that right under the blocker.
Now that's one way to respond as Richards is loving it in the box, and he's showing the boys some love as Westfield still has to kill this power play with 1:51 left here in the second period, and they got a 1:17 left on the penalty kill. But a good job from the boys as Kevin Halloran wins it and shoots it immediately. They've done that twice now, and it's been effective as Westfield will kill more time off, the precious time off this penalty.
It's Westfield's first shorthanded goal of the season, and couldn't have been in a better spot there.
Absolutely, Ravi as Torts carries it around the back of Raber, and Summit takes it away here, number 8 at the top, looking for a lane, moves it over to the left, and a good play from the Westfield defense as they'll shoot it back in with 50 seconds left on the penalty kill. Summit will take it behind their net, looking to set up a play here as they'll break out. Good hit there by John McDonald as Summit will ice the puck with 1:11 here left in the second period. So Westfield will get an offensive zone draw and kill more time on this power play. 3-1 they lead. Goals from Joey Tortorella, Richards, and now Alex Ebel shorthanded. Now they've scored a goal in every way possible you can in this game. They have a shorthanded, a power play, and a even strength goal here. Westfield does. They've done it all this game so far, and we still got a period left to play.
Yeah, I'm really loving what I'm seeing so far. I think a lot of it goes to the coach didn't really like what he saw in the first period. He put the lines in a blender. Pretty much changed up a lot of things, got the momentum going, and now Westfield has a 3-1 lead.
Summit carrying into the Westfield zone number 10, takes him to the far corner, looks to set up here as he's kind of hooked. No call here from the refs. There's a big hit on Kevin Halloran. Gives Summit back the puck as they look to have one more rush with 10 seconds left in the power play and 42 seconds left in the second period as they break in. They'll have one more chance to set up, but Westfield takes it away and they fire it down on the Summit goalie, and he'll do a good job of recovering the puck, and Aiden Wilson tries to bat it down again. A good hit by Richardson coming out of the box. But Summit now has a chance with a 2-on-1 break. A shot gets through and he scores! A good pass, a centering pass, finally gets through for Summit with 23 seconds left in the second period, and they respond quickly again. And it is now 3-2.
Westfield still leads. Happen there. They're up by 2 heading into the third period. You just gotta lock it down. Pass gets through. Raber can't really do anything on that. And now they gotta just close out the period strong. Hopefully gain some momentum back heading into the third, but that's really unfortunate.
That short-handed goal is now paying dividends for Westfield as they now only lead here by 1 again. It's been the story. They've gone up 2, and Summit responded. They went up 2 again, and Summit responded. So we'll see how Westfield responds again. But 20 seconds left here in the second period. Summit maybe looking to find the equalizer here really late. There's a big hit comes from the Summit attacker on Michael Wilson is. Chicola was tripped up or hit on the blue line.
He blocked the shot. He dove in.
He blocked it. He's hurting.
Hard play there. Dove out, put his body on the line. Hopefully it was all right. But those are the things you need to see out of your team.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex Ebel arguing with the ref there a little bit. Then maybe there should have been a penalty on that hit in the corner. But 2.1 seconds here. Summit looking to get maybe a quick shot and tie this game up. So ref breaking up some extracurriculars in front of the net, and we'll get ready to resume here. Number 30 takes the draw for Summit. A scramble, and they'll tie it up, and that'll be it for the second period. Westfield scoring 2 goals as well as Summit scoring 2 goals. As your score entering the second intermission is 3-2. Westfield goals from Alex Ebel and Joey Tortorella. For the Blue Devils, Raber played well. Nothing he could do on those 2 goals. Westfield taking 4 penalties in that second period and going on a 5-on-3 that they did kill. And they scored a shorthanded goal. Alex Ebel and Aiden Wilson combining on that one, Ravi.
I know they're winning right now, but they really got to clean it up. 4 penalties in a period is unacceptable. I think the way they're playing, they should win this game. But honestly, I feel like they should be winning by a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely, Ravi. And we will catch you back here for the start of the third period action.
Period's about to start here. Will be just back with us in a moment. Westfield is up 3-2 right now, heading into the third period. And they're starting off the offense line with Aiden Wilson, Jackson Chikala, and Alex Ebel. Puck is dropped. Westfield comes away with the face-off, and John McDonald dumps it in. And I'll be giving it over back to my partner, Will Holland.
Michael Wilson now entering the Summit zone, and he'll chip it in and around the back of the Summit goal. The Summit will play catch behind their net as they look to break out here with just about 30 seconds gone in the third period here. Summit looking to find the game-tying goal. As both teams scored 2 in that second period, Westfield maintaining their 1-goal lead. There's a big hit from Aiden Wilson near the Summit bench as Summit dumps it all the way in, and that'll be an icing against Summit. And Westfield will have an offensive zone draw here to start the third period. Ravi, what's going to be a key way that Westfield can close out this one and find another win here at home?
Lock it up here. They can't be giving up 2-on-1s. They can't be giving up slot passes. It's also about the offense at this point. They have 3 goals. 3 goals should win them this game. They got to clean it up. No penalties, no passes getting through that shouldn't. They just got to play really good defense at this break.
Well, Duffy giving chase around the Summit goal. Michael Marshall will cut it off. Any attempt to clear the puck there is Duffy in, walks the line, tries to wrap around, can't find it there as he centers a puck that doesn't reach the stick of Zach Park. Almost there. Good job by number 8 on Summit as the puck is fired in and deflected and goes into the netting. And that'll come all the way down to the Westfield zone, probably played by a high stick or a hand pass. That's why.
Well, what do you want to see from Westfield coming out here?
I want to see some better. I want to see some cleaner zone exits from Westfield, as they've had trouble exiting the zone here, as they cleanly do here. As I'm saying, is Zach Park pushes it over to Daniel Duffy. Duffy shoots just high. Good chance there as Westfield maintains possession. Joey Tortorella on the puck, tries to dump it around.
Looks like they reverted back to the starting lineups with Park, Tortorella, and Duffy.
Duffy walks the line, cuts in, tries to look for the wraparound chance, doesn't get it, dumps it back to his captain. Tortorella will take a hit there as Michael Marshall will like to cut it off. It does for a moment, and then Park gives him help, but Summit eventually does clear the zone and all the way back to the Westfield zone with 13:20 left here in the third period. Westfield having a good amount of sustained pressure here to start as Summit breaks it into the Westfield zone. And easily quelled there by Michael Marshall. As Westfield looks to break the zone, and they will. Up to Richards. Richards makes a nice move, just a little outstretched for him as Summit plays good defense and clears it away there. As they'll dump it out the center right, where Richards will find it again. Richards plays it over to Johnny Gorski, and Johnny Gorski will dump in, and Lisnock will give chase. Lisnock and Gorski, 28-29, out there fighting for it in the corner against the Summit defender, and Lisnock will come away with it. He walks the line, shoots on the goal line. Nobody knows where the puck is. Gorski will find it, though, as it comes out. A slap shot from the point, deflected just wide. Slap shot there from Michael Wilson, deflected by Kevin Halloran. As Lisnock looks to dump in, but kind of fanned on it, and it was a weak attempt, and Summit will clear here and change their lines as Raber goes around to play it, and he plays it to his defender. As Westfield looks to clear again, and they'll chip it out to center ice, but only as far as center ice. As Westfield fires back in, and Raber has to pat it away, Rav. Raber's been solid here to start. Through 2 periods, he's let in 2, but really not his fault. Westfield's given up a bunch of penalties. So he's been solid for them, and really nothing you can blame him about the goals that he's given up here.
Yeah, he's been very solid today. He's stood tall on 2-on-1s. He stood tall on breakaways. That looks like a delayed penalty right there. Hopefully, Michael Wilson's okay.
A brutal hit. As Michael Wilson goes into the boards awkwardly, his body sort of contorted weirdly as he got hit by the numbers, and he still is down on the ice. He's really feeling this one. That was an ugly hit. I don't know what the referees are going to call boarding, maybe a major. We'll see what the referees call here. Westwood's going to go back on the power play. We'll see what the refs call here.
It looks like it's a minor penalty. Hopefully.
That's what they put up on the board, but no call officially here from the referees. As Wilson is holding his...
Looked like he went wrist first.
Looks like he's holding his wrist. That is not good.
That's their star player right there, top-end defenseman. Hopefully he's okay.
As we're waiting here to get the official call. 5 minutes. It'll be a 5-minute major against Summit for a terrible hit against Michael Wilson, and we hope he's going to be okay.
You really just hate to see that.
Yeah, you really hate to see it. A player that's been so good. He's so lovable for the boys. Like, you know, we see him every day at school, and we interact with him, and he's really a great guy, and you hate to see him go down like that. And I hope Westfield put a couple in for him here, because that was really a nasty hit on Summit.
This is a way really
Summit.
for Westfield to pull away here. 5-minute penalty. Even if they score, the penalty still goes on. So until the 6:47 mark, Westfield will be on the power play.
Summit wins it back, and they're looking to clear, and they fan on it. Westfield's looking to really get some payback here as they look to sit on Marshall. Back to Aiden Wilson as Michael's brother fires. It gets deflected and almost cleared, not just yet. Richardson off the post, the slap shot, almost beating the Summit goalkeeper, but it...
Don't know what happened there. Wonder if Westfield players might be standing up for their teammate.
2 minutes for...
Looks like it's on Westfield.
I don't know what the call was, but Richards charging. Richards is going in the box, so it'll be 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes, and then Westfield will go back on a power play.
It's not the greatest penalty to take, obviously, that you're on the power play, but I really think that penalty is more of a statement. You can't just let your teammate get hurt like that. And obviously it's a bad penalty in the situation, but I really feel like he was just going for a hit, laying the body. Richards
back in the box again for the second time tonight. It's the second penalty he's taken. As Westfield breaks through, it's a 4-on-4 game here for 2 minutes, so we're going to see some 4-on-4 action. Kind of almost like as a penalty again against Westfield. The Summit goes from being down a man for a 5-minute major to now being up 4-3. So we're going to see some 4-on-3 hockey for about a minute and 40 here.
No, I think they just took too many bad penalties there. You have 5 minutes on a power play. I know you're trying to stand up for your teammate, but now you're just killing yourselves at this point because they could tie it up right now while you're supposed to be on the power play.
So Summit's going to have an offensive draw. Westfield for the second time tonight will have 3 penalty killers on the ice. I don't know, maybe the first one I'd say was all right. You get some revenge for for the Wilson hit, but you know, you could get revenge on the scoreboard too. You could just really end it, and you give up 2 bad penalties, and now you're down a man for a minute and 40 seconds as Summit now has a chance to tie this game.
Can't let players get into your head like that.
Shot comes in here, they score instantly as soon as the power play starts. The captain for Summit lets one rip and it beats Raber high clean, and Summit ties the game on the power play, and it'll be a 4-on-4 game here again. As see those penalties coming back to haunt Westfield, and the boys are getting frustrated on the bench, and you see the frustration from Michael's brother Aiden as he kicks the bench in frustration. 10:58 left here. 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 51, and the Westfield will go back on the power play.
Really hate to see that. Your best player goes down, you take 2 penalties, and now the game's tied. Really got to swing back the momentum here as Hillsborough wins the faceoff. Hillsborough now tracking back.
Hilltoppers have the puck in their own zone as they look to break out here through center ice. Back to the point they go over, and this 4-on-4 action here as they dump it back around. They'll give chase. Westfield, John McDonald kicks it out. Westfield looks to break out of their own zone. They get something going. Tortorella, the captain, cuts it through into the Summit zone. He gets pulled down there. No calls. Westfield unable to keep it in. Was Zach Park. Michael Marshall passes it over to his buddy John McDonald, and he'll fire it down for ice against Westfield. So an offensive zone draw coming here for Summit with 10:08 left here in the third period. Tied game 3-3 as Summit scores a power play goal on a 4-on-3 power play. As soon as the power play started, a rip from the captain beats Raber high, and we have a tie game here at Warren Echo Park. Westfield looking to defend their undefeated season. They've been excellent, and tonight they've just been a little off. They lose Michael Wilson in this after a brutal hit. They gave them the 5-minute major for a short amount of time that they still have, but haven't really been able to use it because they gave away 2 easy penalties as Aiden Wilson walks in here as Westfield looks to set up over to Simon Thompson. Simon Thompson can't let it fly as it gets blocked. Chicola battling behind the Summit net as Summit will gather it back here around their own net, looking to start out a break here with 22 seconds left and the even strength play before Westfield goes back on the 5-minute major that they earned as Westfield almost takes another penalty as the shot comes here and it's snared by Raber. So another offensive draw coming here for Summit with 13 seconds before Westfield takes a man advantage.
Westfield needs a big play here. Their backs are against the wall right now. The game's tied. They're about to go on a slightly above 2-minute power play right here. They got to capitalize. They have to get a couple good shifts going. They really need to get something going, or else I don't know if they can win this game right now.
Liz knock out there for Westfield, taking the ensuing faceoff. Tied up. Summit wins it. The backhander fired in on a Raber just goes wide as Tortorella takes it around his own net. Liznock with him through center as Tortorella tries to take it through, gets knifed away, and Westfield's going to go back on the power play.
Fans getting rowdy out here.
2:11 on this Westfield power play that they'll have to try to take the lead back. 8:53 left in the third period. Zach Park cutting it through. He gets knocked off the puck. A good play there from the Hilltoppers, but Liznock will regain the puck right back as Westfield looks to set up. Michael Marshall, a shot through. Good save by the Summit goalkeeper as a shot that got through clean. He was up to the task as Michael Marshall has the puck out at center. John McDonald out there with him. Zach Park, Joey Tortorella, and Andrew Liznock. There's your power play unit right now for Westfield. As Westfield carries it in, Zach Park looking to find Tortorella, but he can't. Hilltoppers trying to spring a shorthanded break. They can't. Now they can. Number 10 pokes it away from Marshall, trying to create something. Fires it across goal. Nothing for Raber to really do about that one as it goes into the corner. And Hilltoppers doing a good job of killing this with 1:14 left. Westfield really got nothing going. Hilltoppers have all the momentum right now with just under 8 minutes left here in the third period. Stretch pass reaches. Oh, high-rising backhander just goes over the net and into the netting, and we'll have a stoppage here.
Chicola feels due this game. He's been all over the ice. Yet another chance for him to score. He's due. He's going to get a big one, and I have faith in him.
Westfield with the ensuing offensive draw with just over a minute on this major that Summit took, taking Michael Wilson out of this game, which is a huge loss for Westfield as one of their top D-men. As Summit looks to break here on the short-handed. Have a half break, Simon Thompson. Good play from him, and he lays a hit on the Summit attacker who tried to spring that one there. 47 seconds. Simon Thompson back on the puck. He's paired up with Aiden Wilson on this power play as he cuts in. Lays it off for Chicola. Chicola couldn't do anything with it as Alex Ebel's now on the puck. He knocks it down. He beats a man. He walks in. He crosses ice. Oh, just couldn't reach Richards. Richards fires from that same spot where he scored earlier on the power play for Westfield. He tried to get another one as number 10 again takes it away for Summit as 22 seconds left on the power play. Shot. High riser goes around the boards, misses Raber completely. The Hilltoppers will kill off this Westfield power play. 11 seconds to go. Westfield might get one more entry into the zone with the man up. Doesn't look like they will.
I feel like Westfield does really well on the rushes on power plays. Does it look like they're going to go to the power play again?
As Westfield, just as I say, they're about to go back to even strength. Summit takes another penalty. It looks like the captain again for Summit takes another penalty, and they'll go back to the penalty kill as they just hopped off of it. So Westfield will have a 2-minute power play here, looking to take the lead again. They didn't really get much going on the last power play. They sent out that same unit that they just had out. I don't know if that's the best choice, because they really couldn't get anything going, but this is their top line, so we'll see what the boys can do, Rev.
Yeah, they really got to capitalize here. They've been giving chance after chance on the power play. Something's got to give. Someone's got to step up in the absence of one of the star players, and this is where legends are made. This is where people step up, and if you want ice time, this is where you get it.
Joey Tortorella is going to take this ensuing face-off for Westfield. Lisnock and Park out there along with McDonald and Michael Marshall. That's your power play unit for this ensuing Westfield power plays. The puck is dropped and Summit ties it up. Westfield's able to gain control. Westfield not able to hold on though. Summit takes it behind their own net and they'll clear it all the way down. As Park is unable to bring it down with the glove. 6:20 here left in the third period. Tie game 3-3 Westfield on the power play. Looking to break it. The tie. They had a goal that won them the game late in the last game here against GL, and they're looking to do it again here as Zach Park walks in, beats another man, goes into the far corner. He goes around, has John McDonald. Park still on the puck, lays it off for McDonald. McDonald lays it back to Park. Park has a lane, passes it back. John McDonald misses it over to Michael Marshall. Marshall puck tipped in front. Tortorella, couldn't corral it. Michael Marshall's going to step up. Couldn't corral it again, and Zach Park back on the puck. His shot. Easy save for the Summit goalkeeper. No traffic there as he scoops it and freezes it with 5:39 left in the third period. Westfield and Summit tie it here 3-3 with Westfield on the power play. Rav, what would you like to see more of from this next power play unit?
Yeah, wave 2's on. I kind of want to see more of the same. Had some nice pressure there. Only one real dangerous shot on that one. I feel like they got some more creative players on this line though, so maybe they could get something going.
Summit clears again as the time ticks down on this Westfield power play. 53 seconds. They've been given good opportunities here in the third to score, and they've given them away yet again. Michael Wilson is out of this game. He left with a supposed hand injury off of a crushing hit. And they're in his own zone against the boards. A nasty hit. He was holding his hand as he left the ice. We hope he's okay as Westfield sets up on this power play. 34 seconds.
Looks like Simon Thompson replacing him on the power play too. Maybe he can score.
Richards back to the point. Just gives it away and Summit will clear. I don't know where that pass was going from Richards. He's looked good in the first period and he's kind of been all over the place towards the end of this game, giving away a couple of penalties that resulted in a couple of goals for Summit as he takes it around his own net and cuts it through center. This is the same move that he did and he scored earlier. He cut it coast to coast and fired it past the Summit goalkeeper as he's pushed off the puck. Chicola can't take it from him as the power play is expiring. Summit's going to go back to even strength. And now we're even strength. Summit tries to clear and they will. Puck is caught out. Summit captain trying to race all the way down and get there. Raver pokes it to the corner. Westwood's going to have to get back quick as the puck tries to get crossed in front of Rayburn. It doesn't make it there. Good play by the Westfield defense. As Summit will fire back in towards Simon Thompson. Thompson plays it up to Chicola. Chicola can't corral it. Summit's going to take it away again as they walk in here. Shot high. No deflection, just missed. Summit corrals it again, looks to set up as the puck goes all the way across and out of the zone halfway through. With 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes left here in the third period, 3-3 game. Somebody's looking to break the tie. Well, we've got overtime, and Westfield hasn't played overtime this year. As Summit takes the puck back in their own zone. Good play there from Chicola as he nudges the Summit defender off the puck, but Summit reclaims the puck and looking to press the number here as they have numbers and speed. Number 10 for Summit walks in. Good defensive play there from McDonald. Taken away. Shot. Good save by Raber.
Huge stop there from Raber with 3:26 remaining.
Summit with the pressure and the chance of Raber comes up with a huge save with 3:26 left here in the third period. Big stop there. As Summit looks to have an offensive zone draw coming up here. If you're the coach here, Rav, what are you thinking for Westfield with 3:26 in a tight game that you really allowed Summit to come back into?
I'm going to be aggressive, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I feel like Westfield's the better team, and I feel like they have the better chance of scoring. So I want the top offense guys out there. As a seeing eye shot goes right over the net.
Raber didn't see that one as that one always dipped down, and we've seen a couple of those scored in this arena. As a puck gets centered, the Summit couldn't corral it. We've seen a couple of from those tonight. Number 13 walks the line over to the left wing shot. Gloved by Raber. As he's been strong, he hasn't given up too many rebounds tonight, and most of these goals weren't his fault. A couple power play goals for Summit. And he's been sharp, as well as the Summit goalie. He's been sharp too. A couple of good offenses here. So a really good game. Westfield's been in two really good games, including this one in the last two games. The game against GL went really late until we found the winner. Joey Tortorella found that one, and with a little over 3 minutes here, we're trying to find a hero for Westfield. Here is Duffy and Tortorella are on the ice for Westfield. So we'll see if those two goal scorers can light the lamp again.
The Westfield coach is having a conversation with the ref. I'm not sure what it's about, but talking about it looks like talking about line changes. Now the ref's talking to Richards now, so possibly about the penalties. Not really sure, but definitely could impact the game as they line up for a defensive zone faceoff.
Summit wins the draw and fired around Raber as Westfield looks to clear, and they don't. Summit does a good job of keeping it in. The shot goes wide of Raber around the net. Wilson bodies the Summit attacker off, hits it off the wall. Whistle trying to chip it out, and they do, and Westfield has a chance on the break here. 3-on-1 possibility. Pass it across, shot off the post! Good chance there for Westfield. Duffy ripped it off the post. It beat the goalie clean. It just rang off the post, and that was your winner there. If that went in, oh, what a chance there for Westfield, just missing by a couple inches. What a chance.
Beautiful breakout, beautiful pass. Duffy beat everyone but the bar there. As the Summit goalie. She's very happy right now.
Westfield dump it back in. Summit trying to clear here. It only goes far as Richards. As Richards breaking in, he's creating some problems here as Summit's going to have to push it around, and Richards recovers the puck, shoots, rebound, scramble in front. Nobody can find it. It's still loose. Summit's able to find it and kick it away. Oh, what a chance again there for Westfield. Summit now comes out of the 2-on-1, and they have a chance to take the lead. 18 shoots. Good save, Raber. And the puck comes out to Aiden Wilson as Aiden Wilson drops it for Richards, and Richards starts to spring Alex Ebel, and Alex Ebel's on a half break as he cuts in, and he waits for help, and he finds it across ice from Richards. Richards trying to find Chicola. Puck goes high into the corner. Alex Ebel giving chase. Summit trying to clear, and Westfield giving them problems as Summit goes around the net. The Chicala's stick is held up a little bit as Alex Ebel trying to find the puck, and here comes Michael Wilson. Thought he was going to lay a big hit, and the puck goes into the Summit bench, almost hitting the coach with 1:26 left here in the third period. What a chance. A couple chances there for Westfield.
Let's break this down. So first we have a 2-on-1. Duffy hits the post. Then they bring it back. Westfield gets the puck after that. A huge scramble in front. They almost score on that. Immediately after, Summit takes it down on a 2-on-1. They nearly score. Alex Ebel then brings it back into the offensive zone. And I believe they're going for a timeout because both teams definitely need to relax after an insanely wild sequence of events.
Absolutely, Rev. You called it very well. Westfield having two good chances there to put it away, and they couldn't. Duffy hitting iron. That'll be a big part of this game. if this game ends in a loss or a tie for Westfield or either of these teams, hitting the post with just under 2.5 minutes remaining, a good chance there on a 3-on-1, and both of these teams in the huddle now. They're talking about strategy. Westfield looking like they're shortening up their bench because not too many players are circling out, and their coach, a couple of them are off to the side. Summit, on the other hand, is kind of having a whole team discussion over here, probably trying to energize to beat this undefeated Westfield team. As Westfield, they have their star players, and they're looking to finish this one out and get another home dub and continue their undefeated start here.
Yeah, you know what? Westfield just really needs to lock it down here. There's 96 seconds remaining. We need 96 seconds of the best hockey of the season. End this game on a high note, and really, even if it goes to overtime, get momentum going into overtime. If there even is an overtime, I'm not very positive.
Westfield looking to have the ensuing draw here in the offensive zone, trying to put this game away and win it here late against Summit. Summit giving them a challenge as Westfield wins it back. Richards over.
Michael Wilson has returned to the game. Michael Wilson statement.
Michael Wilson returning to the game. Very surprising here as Westfield has a chance in front, smothered by the Summit goalies. Westfield's been buzzing in this last minute and a half. And Michael Wilson returning to the game, as you noted, Ravi. It looks like he might have taped up his hand a little bit. He looks to be okay.
That's a statement right there. That's a leader coming back after getting hurt, playing the final shifts with the team. If he scores here, that'll be an insane moment.
It would be electric if he had a game-winning assist or the game-winning goal for that. After coming back from that vicious hit that gave Westfield a 5-minute major. As Westfield looking to find it here. Richards trying to keep it in, and he loses it as Summit comes out on the fast break. And they lose control of it, and Westfield will try to clear, and they will. Summit will have to tag up because they're offside, and they touches it, and that'll be an offside against Summit. They had a chance there with just under a minute to go here in the third period. Westfield and Summit tied 3-3. Summit tying the game on a power play goal. Westfield really allowing Summit to come back into the game with these power plays. Summit almost gave the game away by giving up a major. As Summit wins back the draw here and fires it in on Raber, and Raber gloves it away as it comes back towards the net. Michael Wilson finds Richards. Richards pressured, and he gets it away to Chikala. Chikala loses the puck, and Summit comes in on a 2-on-1. A chance flipped over, shot. Big head save from Raber. Raber scrambling, and he finally covers. Big save from Raber on a 2-on-1. Summit buzzing here now. This is a game right here.
Both goalies standing tall in the last minutes, giving their teams a chance to win. This is peak hockey right here. Two teams tied in the last minute, each getting chances back to back. You love to see it.
Both teams are standing here. Nobody's sitting. Everybody's excited. Nobody's leaving this arena. Everybody wants to see this conclusion to this epic game. As Summit keeps the puck in here, and they fire it down around Raber. Michael Wilson gives chase. Passes up to Chikala. Chikala looking to find Aiden Wilson. Chips it along the boards into the Summit zone. Number 2 on the puck now for Summit around his own goal. 15 seconds here, looking to start one more rush. He breaks it out through ice with speed. Shoots it, and it's high, and it goes up into the netting with 8.77 seconds left here in the third period. Summit will have an offensive zone draw, looking to set up one more play. They might get a buzzer beater here, a chance for a buzzer beater here to win the game. If not, I believe we have overtime here, Ravi.
Yeah, I'm not really positive what the high school rules are, if there's overtime or it's a tie, and it looks like Summit now will be giving themselves a timeout. And while there is a timeout, if the game ends in a tie or a loss, we will not be naming a BDTV player of the game. However, if they do win, who do you think stood out today?
I think it's interesting. I would probably give it to Michael Wilson for being that Iron Man and coming back. He played a really good game. He didn't find the back in the net, but he's always solid at defense, and I feel like him coming back has given Westfield a little bit extra of a boost. If I had to name somebody, I'd name Aiden Wilson, his brother. He played fantastic. He was the reason that that Westfield scored that shorthanded goal that gave them that 3-2 lead. And he's really been all over the ice, and he's been playing with passion ever since his brother got hurt.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Aiden Wilson would be who I would go with. Also, I'd like to note Joey Tortorella today. He had a big goal. And also Justin Chikala. He didn't show up on the score sheet, but he's been out on the ice playing well the entire game.
Absolutely.
And I'd be remiss if I did not mention Andrew Raber's great goaltending towards this last stretch of the game.
Absolutely. As both teams come back out here with 8.7 seconds left here in the third period. Summit looking to find the winner late. Westfield trying to clear this last chance, and we'll see if we have overtime or Westfield might have their first tie of the season on their hands against a solid Summit team who's really giving them a run for their money, Rev.
Yep. It really came out of like nowhere. They brought it back down 3-1, and we'll see how this game ends.
So we're ready for the puck drop here as Westfield wins it back with Summit's first two as they fire it. Tries to get it in front. 5 seconds. Westfield trying to just hold on here. And I think they will as time ticks away here, and that'll be end of the third period. Is that the game, or do we have overtime?
It looks like it's going to be the end of the game.
It looks like it's the game. As Westfield and Summit ended a tie, 3-3. A little underwhelming performance from Westfield. They played good in stretches. Summit played a really good game. I feel like playing up to this Westfield team who is one of the top public schools in the state, one of the top schools in the state, period, as they line up here to shake hands. And it was a well-fought game, a little chippy at times, but I think both teams can walk away with some positives here.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a solid game from Westfield. Tough in some aspects, but overall, a very solid game. And I feel like Westfield stays undefeated, so you can look at that as a positive. And now they have a nice, I believe it's a 6-day or 7-day break until their next game. They have the Christmas break, they can relax. They start the season off 4-1, very solid start, and I think they only can build on this.
Absolutely, Rev. So that's your final here from Warren-Echo Park, Westfield 3, Summit 3. As Westfield moves to 4-1 on the season. An impressive game for both teams. Both goalies played great. It's a little bit of everything. We saw a shorthanded goal and a couple power play goals as the players leave the ice, and we will be here for the next game that Westfield plays here at Warren-Echo Park, as we will see you then. Thank you from myself and Marco Gianetto, our cameraman, and Hudson Gorski, who cameraed the first period, and of course my partner, Eddie Davenport. We will see you next time.
Have a nice night, everyone.